Hey everyone, it's Mace1370, and as you may or may not have heard, the new Automaton Tower is released. I think originally Smilegate said they were going to release the new one on February 1st, which kind of seemed a little silly in my opinion, since, they kind of previewed the whole thing, and, why not just release it now? So they've decided to do that after all. I think the snafu on the live stream, when they promised people that you could do all 4 levels and get the rewards for them, kind of blew up in their face a little bit, so maybe this is our consolation prize. Either way, we have the new tower. I haven't really read anything online about it. I figured I would just jump in and we can learn together. So they have a recommended CP level here. I think I'm just going to try level 4. I can't imagine it's too difficult since this is PvE content. So I don't think they're going to tune this and make it, impossible. Hopefully it's not like Abyss difficult, but looks like we have some monster devices here. So they're immune to stun and sleep. And then something about their stats. This reduces the effect of CR decreases on them by 50%. Okay, and then you can't use Daydream Joker effects. I assume these are things that they can get. I don't know if they get them as you progress through or if they have all of them from the start. It's not really clear. So this puts their ER and effectiveness up to 70%. And they have a little bit of penetrate defense. So they get an increased attack whenever you attack them, and they can get greater attack if you attack someone with an attack buff. They have a 15% chance to counterattack. This can decrease their skill cooldowns when they're attacked. So these are all the buffs that they're getting, though, not the buffs that we get. I think we select random buffs as we progress through. So if a monster's health is 50% or more when they are attacked, it increases their CR by 15%, and then if their health is less than half by an additional 5%. Okay. And this effect can only be activated when there are 2 or more monsters remaining. Okay, interesting. So these are the rewards we get. Let's see, team. Do I have to select my team now? That's interesting. Yeah, I guess so. So we don't really know what our bonuses are going to be. So maybe let's just take... When in doubt, take Aras and Dain, right? Because that is a suite of buffs that we can give ourselves, with Aras offering defense buff and Dain giving anti-crit. That's a ton of survivability. We also have defense break with Aras. Dain generates an absolute ton of souls, so we'll be able to soul burn. And then we want probably some sort of damage person. So Ravi is good. She scales well, right? She's a strong bruiser. And let's see, if we have fire, maybe we want a different element just to complement that. We could take Landy. She works really well with an attack buff. So we can try those. So I'll set those skills, those heroes there. Alright, well, let's get started. Would you like to start with a selected level? You can reset the level at any time while playing, but you will start from floor 1 upon resetting. Alright, well, we're going in the highest one, so I think we want to do that. Floor 1 available. Okay, so you can select team once you're in here. Looks like we can see our device inventory. So actually you can see everything that you could potentially get. I'd say we just read them as we go. It'll increase the suspense or the surprise. This looks like a tutorial of some sort. Kind of want to just skip this. Okay, start. What's the worst that could happen? They're level 15. I guess I'm on... Oh, I see. They have their skills up here. Those are the monster devices. Can I look at this at any time? I can. And it launches me into auto right away. I don't have any devices yet. So see acquired devices. No. So I presume we get them at the end of the floor. And that's interesting. You have common ones, there's class ones, element ones, and hero ones. That's kind of cool. Maybe I should have looked at the hero ones before I made my team. You would presume it would offer you hero ones based on the heroes that you have.
This won't be an easy fight.
And this is only one wave, so we don't have the multiple waves anymore, which is nice. So this first floor we're autoing pretty easily. Go, Landy, go. Probably a little overkill in this situation, but that's okay. Alright, so that's floor 1. Do I get a device now? Okay, the Machinery Research Department students developed these to aid you in your ascension of the Automaton Tower. Alright. I get to now select between a variety of devices. Each device can be used to enhance specific classes, elements, and heroes. Okay. Some devices are even more effective because they level up when you obtain them more than once. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of cool. Okay. And I guess they indicate that with like the little slash here. Select the device you would like and confirm. And then we can look at our current devices. All right. So let's see, what are our options here? We have Elemental Advantage device. If the caster is at an elemental advantage when attacking, they get even more damage. Okay. Back row attack enhancement device. When the hero in the back row attacks, damage deal increases by 60%. That seems just flat out better than this first one here. We have our 2 DPS in the back, and that's generally where they're going to be. So they're just always going to get this if they're back there. And I don't think I'm bringing like 4 DPS. That would, you know, when this one could actually matter maybe. And then we had the last one, barrier device. At the start of the battle, grant a barrier to all allies for 3 turns. So this is basically FCC's thing. I think we're going to go with this one because that sounds like a lot of damage. Okay, so that was floor 1. Interesting. On to floor 2. Oh, and then that's kind of cool. It scales your CP up as you get devices. Interesting. I could see this mode being very fun. Hopefully it's not too easy and you need to put thought into the devices that you pick. You know, we've seen similar designs like this kind of roguelike simulator in other games, or simulation in other games. For example, WoW has Torghast, and the early levels are so easy it doesn't matter what you select, and it like you can honestly fall asleep playing Torghast.
Give me strength.
Which isn't a good thing. You know, like you want to be entertained when you play a game.
I hope you're ready.
Over.
I wonder if each week
By the name of the
the mobs on these floors will be different, or if they're the same mobs every time. I feel like it would be more fun if they were different. But maybe there's strategy in the later levels in picking your devices so that you're going to be able to beat, you know, those final bosses. I think the game that has implemented this type of mode the best that I've played personally is Hearthstone. The adventure mode, I think, like, I don't play it anymore because Hearthstone just felt like a ripoff after a while, which is pretty rich coming from an Epic 7 player, but I think it was the first couple adventures they had were like a lot of fun. Alright, so what do we have? We got a rare device of some sort. This is Light Dark, critical hit stacking device. When a light or dark element hero starts their turn, increases their critical hit chance and critical hit damage by 20%. Interesting. And it can stack up to 5 times. These are like big buffs. But I kind of don't like this one because you would have to like build your hero to not have crit chance to fully take advantage of it. So that's kind of annoying because then if you didn't get this buff as you were going through, your unit would just be terrible. Let's see. Penetration Enhancement Device Earth. When an Earth elemental hero attacks, penetrates the target's defense by 35%. We have Landy, so I feel like that could just wipe the floor with them. She already does some defense penetration. Is it 100% when she's at max stacks? I can't remember. I don't think it's 100. I think it's like it's some percentage. Increases hit chance and evasion of Earth elemental heroes by 25%. That's okay. I mean, this is probably our best bet since we're using Landy right now. So I'm gonna take that one. You know what's interesting though is, so if we go back, how is your truck up the tower going? Okay, yeah, thank you, Kazran. Do you remember when this guy was in the story and everyone thought he was going to be a hero we could pull, and then that never happened? Okay, we don't want to reset. Thank you. Okay, so we have these devices here. Can I change my team and keep the devices? It looks like you can. Okay, yeah, you can. Huh. So if you get devices that don't really work for the heroes you start with, you can kind of, you know, swap stuff out. Oh, and I think I did remember reading something like if your guy dies, then they're gone forever, or something like that. Okay, well, on to the next floor.
No destiny can stop me.
I presume at some point we won't be able to auto this.
My goddess.
I think Landy with defense penetration, though, is going to be pretty OP with her skill 3. And I guess we could have taken that opportunity to read Landy's skill and seen how much defense penetration she does
My goddess.
when she's at max stacks. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Take this.
Receive.
Right now we're shredding them pretty hard. And we're pretty far below the CP recommendation.
Get moving.
Need help?
Did the monsters get more devices? Looks like they have the same ones.
Yeah.
Requesting backup.
Oh, interesting.
Go.
Maybe they were different. That's similar to the one they had before. They had that. Maybe I just didn't read this one before. So when heroes recover health proportional to damage dealt... Wait, when heroes recover health proportional damage dealt, amount recovered is decreased by 80%. So heroes like Mort are going to be worse. That seems totally irrelevant. Alrighty, so we got, looks like some purple ones. Heroic device, that's exciting. Attack enhancement device thief increases damage dealt and critical hit chance of thieves by 40%. Well, we're not using a thief. I guess if you're using RB, that could be good. Mage. So when a mage hero starts their turn, inflicts burn on a random enemy for 3 turns, ignores effect resistance. Given how fast we were shredding through those heroes, it doesn't really seem like burning is our strategy right now. Rangers increases damage dealt and critical hit chance of ranger heroes by 40%. Well, I guess we're taking this one. I don't like how they're giving crit chance. That just, I don't know, it seems kind of silly and awkward. People build their heroes with pretty high crit chance, usually. Alright, so I guess we could at some point, if we get more ranger stuff, we could swap out Ravi. Okay, so we can see what we have there. Interesting. I wonder if you're guaranteed like a hero one on certain floors, or if it's just random. Because they kind of ramped up there. Didn't it go like common, like rare, heroic or something?
Neighbor's evils.
Oh, and I was going to check how much defense pen Landy has. That would also be like a pretty sick device with SSB, you know, with her batbacks. Having defense penetration seems fair.
Give me strength.
I mean, that was a lot of damage she did there. I didn't see how many hit points these enemies have, but they've obviously like scaled their stats up some amount. Like level 20s would normally just insta die, you know, against like a level 60 party.
Answer me.
And you can see their devices are firing off there. They're getting increased, you know, like hit and stuff like that. They still have the same ones.
Slash the dream. Die, 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 die!
Yeah.
You pitiful beings. Death.
Alright, this floor is just about finished off. I'm going to go check on Landy's skill really fast in between these floors, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay, so now we got a good device here. Let's see, burn device after an ally attacks has a 50% chance to burn. That seems awful. Curse device at the start of the battle curses all enemies for 2 turns, ignores effect resistance. That could be good, because if I remember correctly, curse is the, you know, debuff that Melissa has, where whatever unit is cursed takes, I think, like 50% of damage done to other units. So if like unit A is cursed and unit B takes like 100 damage, the cursed unit A takes 50 or something like that. The numbers may be wrong, but I think so. Curse basically increases damage, and that's only at the start of the battle, and it's for 2 turns. But these are, seems like the floors are pretty fast. Okay, then we have instant burn device after an ally is attacked has a 75% chance to burn. There's a lot of burn stuff which I don't think are very good, so we're gonna take the curse. All right, let me go check on Landy's skills quickly. Okay, so yeah, it was 50%. So when she has full stacks, she does 50% defense penetration. So this brings her up to 85% defense penetration, which is pretty insane. Pretty insane. All right, let's select our team. Some of your heroes are injured. They're not. I guess Diane is. Just a little bit. It is important to maintain your hero's health. Okay. Capable of fighting. You may need to replace them. Okay. to spend stigma to recover their health. I think Diane will be fine on this one. Think strategically as, okay, alright. Well, let's see here. I think we're still good. I was debating about bringing Arby in for one just because Ravi's kind of single target and these floors seem to be more just like a big horde of mobs, but this floor looks like it's just 3 enemies, so Ravi might shine here. And for this we get an epic equipment charm selection chest, so that's pretty cool. Alright, in we go. Right now, most of our buffs are kind of targeted at Landy, so I don't think we lose a lot by swapping Ravi to somebody else. And oh, I think I saw a new device there, so they got a new device. You can see the curses landed.
My goddess.
And oh, I thought it only cursed 2 enemies, but I guess it curses all of them.
The evil.
So they're going to be taking a lot of damage. Right? Can I pause this and see what curse does?
Shall I let
Come
you
on.
dream endlessly?
No. How can I look at curse? I'm trying to click on curse. Oh, there it is. Okay. A portion of the damage inflicted on allies by single attacks will also be suffered by the target. Okay. All right. So curse doesn't matter for AoE stuff, but that's fine.
Please, save us.
This won't be an easy fight.
So noted. So we might want like a strong single target damage dealer on the later floors to take advantage of the curse thing.
Full frontal assault. That's an order.
Alright, classic miss from Landy there. And here you saw one of their devices proc. She had attack buff, and then when we attacked Judith, she bumped it up to greater attack. Alright, well so far the first 5 floors were pretty easy. Ooh, and we got a hero device here, but it's not good ones. Let's see. Euphine, okay. Increases damage dealt by Dragon's Roar by 100%. After using Dragon's Roar, decreases skill cooldown of Dragon's Roar by 2 turns. Okay. And then says increases his encroach by 200%. That's not like very exciting. It's just increasing his damage numbers. It'd be neat if these like added something unique to their kit or something like that. Like this one does that, right? After you do Dragon Roar, it decreases the skill cooldown of it by 2 turns, so you can just like use it every turn. That's kind of neat. We could put gear on Euphine and try her out. She is a single target damage dealer, but then we'd have two grass element heroes. We're also not using any mages right now. I'm just gonna take the Euphine one, and I don't know, maybe we'll put her in if we feel like it. Alright, we are on to floor 6.
No destiny can stop me.
May those evils be punished.
Ooh, he transferred the debuff back to me. I didn't see what their... Oh, that was only the 5th floor had that added monster device, and now it's gone. So maybe the special boss floors get bonus ones? That's interesting.
Take this.
There's probably a faster way to auto these. Like, if I swapped Arby in, it'd probably be faster. I also don't feel super compelled to use Euphine because we haven't really gotten any warrior-specific buff ones. Now, if it was Holiday Euphine, I'd be all about that. Okay, so here's another burn thing. Interesting. Actually, that could be cute. If you had Holiday Euphine and you took a bunch of these burn ones, you could put like 7 or 8 burns on people. So level 1 first turn penetration enhancement device. When an ally delivers their first attack, penetrates the target's defense by 25, 50, by 75%. Okay. So that's pretty strong. When an ally attacks with a single attack on their turn, deals additional damage proportional to the caster's attack to all enemies. I see. Interesting. Well, we already have a lot of defense penetration for Landy, so I don't feel like we need more of that. So let's take this single target one. Okay, on to the next floor. So now Landy should be doing AoE damage just all the time.
Burn away the evil.
You pitiful beings. Death is your repentance.
There's the curse damage. Oh, I wonder if this single target thing is going to stack with the curse stuff.
Give me strength.
That's pretty cool if it does.
I hope you're ready.
Unbreak fire.
Yeah, it does. That's pretty sick. Alright, so far Landy's doing a lot more work than Ravi is. Okay, so critical hit enhancement device, we don't need this. Burn device, light dark. Okay, 50% chance to burn. Okay, so now we have critical hit stacking device. Okay, so all of these are not great. I could take this if I just want to slot RB in. It would increase his AoE damage, I suppose, because it would burn pretty much everyone. Because he's going to AoE the first turn. I think that's probably better than this one. So this, if we wanted to build Euphine, we could take this and then like specifically build her for this run with just low crit, you know, and like high crit damage or something. And high attack. Let's just take this. Next floor. And let's swap RB in and see how he does with that burn one. That sounds more appealing than building Euphine for no reason. What did we pass up for that? We passed up a mage device, so no great loss so far.
No destiny can stop me. Chaos.
No gab from RB. There are the burns, so it worked. Sick. How are the monster devices doing? They have the same ones. Yeah, that burn seems like really ineffective. I guess they haven't taken their turn yet. Did the one with the burn take a turn? Doesn't seem like that really added a whole lot, to be honest.
This won't be an easy fight. Here I go.
The monsters on this floor seem a little thicker.
Help.
Yeah, so far the Landy devices we've gotten have definitely been stronger. She's really pumping. Okay. Counterattack device. Interesting. Okay, basic attack rapid fire device. After a ranger hero delivers their first attack, attacks with a basic skill twice. That sounds awesome. Because Landy's going to use her skill 3, and then she's going to skill 1, and it's going to AoE from that other device we got. We could take this one. When a warrior hero delivers their first attack, it increases damage. So that would be good for Ravi, for example. Oh, wait a minute. This says ranger heroes counterattack when an ally is attacked. Can only be activated once per turn. That's also really strong. I thought it was when the ranger was attacked, but this is when an ally is attacked. I think these are both really good. This could be really funny just because she could like wipe them all out on her first turn. I mean, I think the meme factor is more fun for this one, but if she's turn cycling, like this could be more over like a longer. Let's take this one. This one sounds more fun. I think they both sound fun, but I want to see her like blow everything up on her first turn. That's more satisfying. I do like that it seems like you know, the effectiveness of your heroes on this are really scaling with the devices. Like RB gabbed there, right? And he doesn't really have any devices that are working for him, and you can see how much damage they took. Oh, and actually, I guess that back row device is probably only the spot Landy's in, so Landy's benefiting from that one and not RB. So this should do a lot. So it did a fair bit, and now she's going to do this, and then it's going to trigger all the curse. Oh, it didn't trigger the curse stuff. It did there. Okay, cool. Maybe it stacked them both. That was pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. Looks like we kind of got some lame ones for this time. After an ally is attacked, they get to put some burns on. That big deal. When an ally defeats an enemy with a single attack, deals additional damage to all enemies. Okay, so that one's the runner for now. After an ally attacks, has a 50% chance to burn. Yeah, we're just going to take this one. I guess it doesn't say like how much damage this does. I wish it told you that, but it seems better than just putting random burns on people. How many floors are there? I think there's 25 floors. So far it has been pretty easy. And this is a little unfortunate. Maybe I should have redone this one because it's 2 red heroes. I could have put SSB in.
No destiny.
Poor Landy's going to miss a lot here. I wonder if you could get, if there's a device that makes you ignore elemental disadvantage. That would be pretty pog.
Until everything burns. Taking point.
Alright, she missed there. Oh, and she's going into Araminta. She missed all 3 times. Give me a break.
Please, save us.
Take this.
Alright, she hit there. Yeah, those single attacks like pump with that curse damage, and then the other device that makes her do AoE stuff. So I almost want to like swap out RB for like Lilius or someone that could potentially pull Landy in, maybe Cerise. That could be good. Alright, let's see. Rare device, penetration enhancement device for fire. When a fire elemental hero attacks, okay, so that's good for fire. Mage, boring. When an ice elemental hero attacks, penetrates the target's defense by 35%. Do we want fire or ice? We were using Ravi for a while. I feel like ice might be better in the event that we have a floor where we want to swap SSB in for Landy. Because SSB is a ranger and we don't have any good fire rangers, so let's take the ice one. And RB seems kind of ineffective here, so I'm going to take... Wait, I guess Cerise is a ranger, right? Let's see. Would Cerise be better than RB? So Cerise, we get this. I mean, I don't think she's going to do much damage anyways, but... should really just get like... Oh, this could be funny, right? Because Cerise is going to do her skill 3. It'll go on cooldown, and that'll be her first attack, and then she'll skill 1 twice, and that's going to pull somebody else in. Let's try Cerise. That could be really funny. I like that idea. That's fine. What is CP anyways? Oh, this is good. They're all red, so...
But I have no intention of losing.
Yep, it's working. Oh, but it doesn't... What? How come she didn't pull somebody in? Oh, because it was on her same turn maybe, so it wasn't on cooldown yet? I think that's a bug. That's stupid. How disappointing. Now we awkwardly have all of these red heroes against Landy. Is she going to miss everybody? No. She wrecked that one. Heyo. I wonder how much extra damage was from that, you know, when a thing dies, it does damage to everyone. Alright. Increases allies' effectiveness by 70%. When the hero in the front row is attacked, has a 50 or 100% chance to counterattack. At the start of the battle, grants a barrier to all allies. I mean, I guess we're taking this one, because all the other ones seem pretty medium. Okay, so now we go to the next floor. I'm going to swap out Cerise, because apparently that interaction doesn't work as I hoped, which is pretty unfortunate. So instead, I guess we take Lilius, because she'll pull in. I mean, she's going to do her stupid, like, taunt. I could just take SSB, because she's a ranger. And we have this. If she ever takes a turn, you know, it's going to increase her damage also. And then she'll have defense penetration. So I guess we'll just take SSB for now. And I guess, let's see. There was one, was this the one? No. When the hero, yeah, so I think there's only one hero in the back row. I guess that's the back row, this is the middle row, and that's the front row. So we can swap this and it's no big deal. All right, we'll try this.
No destiny can stop me.
My goddess.
So far, this curse device seems to be working out pretty well. It's amplifying up that single target damage quite a bit. And it puts it on all of them, so it's kind of like a chain reaction when
You didn't see this?
this happens. I'm hoping the later floors don't have as many fire monsters, because it's kind of annoying taking Landy into a bunch of fire units.
Let's start with something light.
Alright, yeah, that works pretty well. My SSB is not on a high damage build at the moment, but I think the devices are buffing her damage enough that it's working. Yeah, that definitely worked better than Arby did. Okie dokie, let's see here. We got a couple light dark ones. They can penetrate defense. It's kind of boring. Increases hit chance and evasion of Earth Elemental heroes by 25%. Oh, I guess this is the elemental disadvantage thing, essentially, right? Like, because they have a 50% chance to miss their opposite element, so shouldn't this only take it down to 25%? So I guess we're taking that one. Alright, Ranger's OP.
Son of light, burn!
You pitiful beings. Death is your repentance.
So far, Ras hasn't really been super important. We haven't really needed the defense buff to live, it seems. Maybe he'll become more relevant in other floors. We're not even cycling around to, you know, like his skill 2 and stuff very often. Oh, I guess now we got there this time. So that's nice. He does, yeah, he pulls in Landy, so that's pretty pog. Alright. Let's see here. These look kind of like a miss for us. When a warrior hero delivers their first attack, increases the damage by a lot. At the end of the turn, or at the end of a Soul Weaver hero's turn, has a 70% chance to extend the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. That's actually good for us. So this isn't a miss because we have the curse one. So at the end of Diane's turn, she'll have a good chance to extend their curse by a turn. So that's cool. And then this just increases damage and crit chance of thieves. So we can ignore that. Alright, on to floor 14. We get 10 bookmarks this time.
Purifying flame, burn away the evil.
And we might have made it out of the fire units for now, at least. My Landy isn't even on a damage build. If you had a damage build on your Landy, she would just be shredding these floors.
My goddess.
You can see that equipment did work
Take this!
and extended their curse durations by a turn, or many of them at least.
I thought this could be fun.
And SSB is probably going to finish these guys off. Yep. Easy money. Okie doke. We have attack enhancement device. At the start of the turn, increases attack and critical hit damage of all allies for 1 turn. I like that. After an ally attacks with a single target attack, has a 70% chance to grant an extra attack with a basic skill. That's pretty good too. After an ally is attacked, has a 70% to burn. Yeah, we don't care. It looks like there's a lot of burn ones, so you could potentially build a burn team. This is probably the best one. We have Diane offering us an attack buff. So less good, but it is giving us a critical hit damage buff. And because neither of my rangers are on, damage builds, like they have decently high crit, but their attack and crit damage isn't super high, this should increase our damage significantly. So it's kind of between these two. After an ally attacks with a single attack, 70% chance to grant an extra attack with a basic skill. I wonder does this stack with the 2 extra bonus attacks they get from that other equipment? So they could potentially do their opener skill 3 and then like S1 3 times or more. I'm going to take this one because that's, at the very least, it's like 40-50% more crit damage. And we could maybe swap Diane out with somebody if we're getting the attack buff. Is there a different Soul Weaver we care to use? Probably not. I mean, I could take like Ruel or something. It would maybe speed up the fights just because we wouldn't have to sit through Diane's skill 3 animation. I think we do want a Soul Weaver just to extend the curses, though. Yeah, we'll just use Diane. Alright, so they're getting... Oh, so this can decrease their skill cooldown by a turn when they're hit. It's fine.
You pitiful beings. Death is your repentance. You didn't see this coming.
I'm surprised Ruel did not skill 2 or 3 there.
Please.
I think that is a bug in Ruel's AI. At least it is in GVG. She has a percentage chance to not use her skill 2, I think, or her skill 3.
This is what you get for ruining my vacation.
I thought that was on an ally, though. I don't know about herself. Oh, Purgus counters.
It's too late to back out now.
Alright. Ooh, and we get a conversion gem. Ooh, this is pretty cool. We got Vivian and Charles. I like that. Okay, additional skill enhancement device. So this is Knights. Increases damage dealt by Knight heroes by 150% when it's not their turn. Well, that would be pretty awesome if we had Charles on our team with Slash. Or some Elbrus wielding Knight. That could be pretty baller. So Vivian increases damage dealt by Thunder God's Cry by 70%. After using Thunder God's Cry, decreases skill cooldown of Thunder God's Cry by 1 turn. Is Thunder God's Cry flush? Probably is, right? Or is it the thing that... Yeah, it has to be, right? Because her skill 3 doesn't deal damage, and her skill 1 doesn't have a cooldown. We have Vivian built. We could bring her in instead of Diane. Or maybe even instead of Ras. We'll take it, but... For now, all of our stuff is on, all our devices are Rangers, so... I wish it kind of, targeted your party a bit more, what you've been using, but because you can switch your party between floors, I understand why it's not doing that. I think it kind of breaks up the feel of, a cohesive run, though. You kind of want to feel like you're running through the thing with, your set party, so that, all your devices are crafted around that and stuff, but I get, they have, the roguelike mechanic, and that if your hero dies, then it's over, so... I guess these are good to have as backups in case, Landy or SSB dies. That would be kind of crippling, if you're taking all these ranger things and then your ranger dies and you don't have another one. That would be awkward.
My goddess.
I hope you're ready.
Man, that device that causes single target attacks to do AoE damage is so strong. Highly recommended. Okay, so this one just increases everyone's crit chance by 50. You could easily, with these devices, get all of your heroes to 100% crit with 0 crit to start. Okay, level 1 damage stacking device. At the start of the turn, increases damage dealt by blank, so just generically increases damage. And then this looks like a bleed detonation thing. So I'm just going to take the damage one. That sounds good. I think the most fun on these runs will be getting a hero device early and then being able to like build your, you know, kind of like future device choices around that and doing something really broken with a hero. That would be a lot of fun. And I think it would also encourage, you know, people to use heroes that they might not be using regularly, you know, in PvP or something like that. So far I'm having fun. I think this is a pretty cool battle mode.
Taking point.
Oh, these guys are pretty thick.
Give me strength.
Oh, and she just increased the curse there. That's actually really strong. I thought it was just the first turn she took, but I guess it's every time she takes a turn she can increase their debuffs.
Covering fire. I'm getting tired of you.
Yeah, and Ras is actually working really well here because he's frequently, you know, pulling Landy in because she has higher attack than SSB, so he's always going to, you know,
Approval.
bring her in, and she's the one that has all the good damage devices attached to her, like being in the back row, etc. So we're essentially abusing that and getting, you know, that ability on him. Alright, what do we have here? So we have something that can increase crit hit chance and crit damage of ice heroes, and it's every time they start their turn, and it just kind of stacks. We get that for earth, and then for fire, it just a flat out 50% damage increase. So I think we want this earth one, because Landy's kind of our big guns here. I hope she does not die. That would be awkward.
Son of light. Burn!
You pitiful beings. Death is your
I'm not even sure if there is a Landy specific device. I didn't see that in the list. Well, the good news is that it seems like the devices are really necessary to be able to clear these floors quickly. You know, because we just increased her, you know, we just gave her 25% more crit damage and she didn't one-shot that wave. I guess it's going to stack each turn too.
I hope you're ready.
over.
Oh, if that defense broke, we probably would have...
Let's start with something light.
I was going to say we might have wiped the whole team with that, but maybe not, because I don't think that extra damage is proportional to how much you did. It sounds like it might just be a flat amount.
Respect the great land.
Alright, well that floor is a little thicker. That took a bit longer. Okay, we have a couple knights and a thief. Increases damage dealt and critical hit chance of knight heroes by 40%, so could be reasonable. Increases damage dealt by 200% at the start of a knight hero's second turn. That's interesting. And then after a thief hero attacks with a single attack deals additional damage to all enemies. So that's kind of like that ranger one we had, but for thieves. So that would be really strong if you were building your team around a thief. So I'm trying to think what knight would really use this 200%, the middle device, well. It's going to be somebody who, you know, has like a buff on their skill 3, or you know what I mean, something where they don't attack, and then their skill 2 is like their big damage ability. Either way, like for Ras, it's his defense break. I think I'd rather just have this one because our Ras is not built like a damage dealer, so this will really up his crit chance, and it'll increase his, you know, damage. So I think that's the better choice.
No
I guess maybe against these floors with, you know, all red, we should maybe swap SSB and Landy's position just so SSB does more damage.
May those evils be punished. I won't go easy on you.
Oh, interesting. That triggered the device that gives her the double skill one.
It's
because that was her air quotes first attack. Huh. Ooh, okay, we got defense breaks. I like that. And it looks like that hit device is coming in handy because she didn't get any misses there. Alright, that was a good chunk of damage. That worked out well. And these guys are just giving SSB stacks on stacks.
Please, save us.
This won't be an easy fight.
Receive. I thought this could be fun.
And all of that was before SSB got her skill 3 off. So now we get to dunk the last remaining enemy. And of course he double resists. Of course. Okay. Let's see. Level 1 first turn penetration enhancement device. When an ally delivers their first attack, penetrates defense by even more. So I think our Landy is up to 85% now. This can detonate bleeds. And then this burns. So I mean I think we take this one. Because these other ones seem like doo-doo. Alright, floor 20, we get an epic accessory charm selection chest. Oh, we get 2 of them. We should be getting molas soon, right? I think there's 4 molas in this somewhere. If we don't get molas, I'm going to be triggered.
Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
My goddess, grant me the power to extinguish the evil. Get ready!
Let's see what devices they have. There's a Dark Corvus there.
Give me strength.
So this is... Oh, they just call it the floor 20 modification device. I feel like they could have put a little bit more effort into the naming there. If a monster's health is 50% or more when attacked, it increases their CR, and then when it's below CR, they get 20%. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like we are whittling them down. So Katie's is down, so that takes away their healing. I really don't want Dark Corvus to one-shot my Landy.
Something light.
But it looks like he's going down? Fingers crossed? No, not yet.
Take this.
Okay, now he's dead. Nice. Okay. This looks underwhelming. Because we have Fire, Warrior, Mage. So we're not really using any of these, are we? Let's see here. We probably don't want that one. I mean, I guess if we ever do get a Warrior, this could be good. At the end of a Mage's Heroes grants them an extra turn. Yeah, let's just take the Warrior one. That was an underwhelming device selection we had.
Son of light. Burn!
And I believe even after you beat this for the rewards, you could play through if you were, just curious and wanted to play around with the different device options. I can't say that it is that level of fun for me to want to play it through without rewards. I think it is fun. Like it's entertaining selecting the different devices, but you get into like these floors where you're basically just waiting for them to die. I think if they added some sort of like long term, either like a Dagger Sakar type thing, or like if you clear the Automaton Tower so many times, you get like a skin, for example, something cosmetic to make you want to replay it. I think that would add replayability. Or Dagger Sakar, like trying to do it without specific classes or something like that, although that kind of defeats the purpose of the devices.
Requesting approval and granted. Removing restrictions. Charge!
But overall the pace seems, I guess, decent enough, so I could be wrong. Okay, what do we get this time? We got a level 2 damage stacking device, so probably taking that. There's a burn device, so I'm just not even going to read it. And there's a critical hit enhancement device, so that seems garbage. This seems good. It just increases our damage even more. So that levels up the device we already had. Alright, this one is Sky Stones. Still no molas.
Purifying flame.
Do they add new sprites for the mobs here? Or maybe this is from the story chapter that I haven't played yet?
You pitiful being.
These guys here on the right, they kind of look like emo thieves or something. These guys? I don't recognize them.
Taking
I think one of the devices they put in that I think is really smart is the improved hit chance one. It lets you take in RGB heroes and then ignore, you know, that part of the elemental disadvantage, and makes it a lot more possible for you to craft an entire run around a single RGB hero. Man, these guys are thick.
I won't go easy on you.
No defense breaks, unlucky.
Let's start with something light.
Okay, we got one there.
I thought this could be fun. Now I'm getting.
Although we might have so much defense penetration at this point, defense break is meaningless. Now it looks like that guy still took more damage.
Full frontal assault.
Alright, here's Landy with the big S3. Alright, and they fall. Alright, so let's see, what do we have here? Critical hit enhancement device for ice. Nope, that's garbage. Critical hit enhancement device for earth. Also garbage. Hit chance evasion enhancement device of fire heroes. So I guess we have a minor choice here to make. We could take this one in the event that we wanted to sub a fire unit in, or we could take this one because I think technically my SSB does not have a 100% crit chance, so I think I'm going to do that. Oh, and it also increases critical hit damage, so that's good, because her crit damage is only like 220 or something. Okay, 2 molas, good. So I assume there's going to be 2 molas on the next floor also. These mobs are pretty fast, they got the first turn. Or maybe they're just built in to automatically have the first turn. If you hear a tinkle, it's because Crypto just walked up and he's staring at me, demanding playtime. Hi, buddy. We have to finish Automaton Tower first, though. Yeah, I'm really glad I took that hit chance one. Landy's not really missing on the fire units anymore, so that's Pog.
Take this.
And they still only have these 4 devices, but that selection screen in the beginning had like 10 or 12 or something at least. It seems like all the basic floors have just these 4 though, they're all the same.
Let's start with something light. Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the great land.
I'd be curious what team you guys used for your Automaton Tower run, so if you leave a comment below, I'd be interested to see what you did. Okay, another swing and a miss. We got 2 thieves and a mage. That's kind of disappointing. Let's see here. After a thief hero attacks with a single attack deals damage to all enemies, that's probably a good one in case we do sub a thief in. Increases their damage, increases their damage. Alright, we'll take that. Okay, so here is our epic accessory chest. Or maybe we only get 2 molas because we do this twice a month now. So then that it's the same number of molas overall for the month. So that might be it for molas. What did we get on the 25th for? Probably gold transmit stones. Some number of gold transmit stones. I saw they changed the imprint options for Archdemon Shadow from a ridiculous 40 coins in the coin shop to
Son of light.
10 golden transmit stones, which is much better. Oh, these guys cleanse. That's obnoxious. They just lost their curse.
Grant me the power to
Was that a device they had? Or is it just an ability? It's like an ability the mob has.
Requesting approval.
Maybe it's time to read that.
Granted. Removing restrictions.
But yeah, you think about like the resources it would take to get 40 galaxy coins for one imprint. Or maybe, was it 10 galaxy coins for an imprint? Either way, any number of galaxy coins for an imprint versus 10 golden transmit stones. It's like night and day.
I won't go easy on you.
This won't be an easy fight.
Oh man, these mobs here, the two in the back, I think they're the same mobs that you have to fight on floor 105 of the Abyss, and they just triggered me remembering that. That was the fight with Spectre Tenebria. That was so terrible.
For ruining my
They like, I think one of them prevented you from CR pushing or something. You couldn't take extra turns. You couldn't soul burn for extra turns, so it's like
start with something.
one of the ways to beat that floor was to soul burn with Spectenny, but you had to like kill that mob before you could, you know, use all your souls to do that. But then, oh no, I'm sorry, it was the BBK floor. Yeah, the BBK floor. But then BBK would enrage, like almost certainly. It was very difficult.
Back out now.
Like things had to go perfectly. The cannons on this stage are
Go easy on
bigger than the cannons on the previous stage, so you know that you've, you know, progressed in the tower.
Here.
It seems like the devices you are offered are completely random though, so I imagine you can get some pretty wacky combinations. A little disappointed we didn't get, you know, like a hero one early to kind of build around, but
be punished. Let's start
I
with
think you just
something
dispelled all of
light.
my buffs. Yes, you did. Ooh, we're taking damage here. Jeez.
I won't go easy on you.
Okay, so that guy in the middle is down.
Fine.
Now Ras goes. Do I have to turn off auto? Or are we okay?
Give me
Okay, Diane's skill 2, so I think we're fine now. A lot of the devices I took are like very front loaded, so you do a bunch of damage up front and then they don't really have an effect after that, I think, so.
It's
Yeah, him dispelling buffs is pretty obnoxious. Alright, but I think we got it. We did. Cool. We'll open that one up after we finish the next floor. Okay, so what did we get? Doesn't look like much. Bleed device, ignore. Burn device, ignore. Crit chance, I guess. Super. So those last couple ones were pretty disappointing. And then, yeah, this is the golden transmit stone thing. I guess we can use Stigma and heal up now. Stigma, the infinite resource of Epic 7. Alright, so we get to fight Spectenny, Destina, and whatever that thing in the middle is. And they probably have a level 25 modification device. So it looks pretty similar. They get a CR increase when they're attacked, and then it reduces their skill cooldown.
pitiful being. Death is your repentance.
Get ready.
So far, I think the difficulty for this has been fine. It seems like I have had to actually, you know, the decisions I made picking the different devices mattered. You know, if I had just picked random ones and I didn't have a cohesive theme with the Rangers, I don't think I would be able to clear this. The damage would probably not be there.
Easy on you.
I also haven't really, like, these aren't heroes built for PvE either, but so that's good. And it also doesn't seem like you know, these 4s have the same crushing RNG of Abyss. So far I like this. I think I would like to see like 1 level up in difficulty for maybe better rewards.
Let me show you my secret weapon. Respect the great land.
But it's a tough balancing act, because at some point it becomes so difficult that they just take forever to kill, and then that's not fun anymore.
Let's start with something light. I won't go easy on you.
Okay, oh, Raz, I thought he had his defense break up.
Requesting backup. Need help?
It doesn't help that my team is attacking different heroes the entire time. I think you can tell them to focus fire. Then it wouldn't be autoing though.
Too late to back out now. May those evils be punished.
And I guess since this is the last floor, we don't get to pick a device.
Melt away. Fall into nightmare. I won't go easy on you. My goddess.
I don't think they can kill me.
Let's start with something.
Now that Destina's down, they don't have the healer anymore, so it's just going to be a matter of time. Although I feel like my damage has gone down. There we go, finally.
Son of light. Burn!
Alright, so it seems, I mean, like the crit devices, I guess, are a little helpful in raising the damage, you know, from your support units, because they're never going to be built with crit, so at least there's some value there. Overall, I think it was a pretty fun experience. Definitely better than the old Automaton Tower, by a lot. So, happy that they made that change. Let's see here. Can we enter again? How does that work? Looks like, yeah, we can. No, wait, team? Can I not enter? Oh, maybe not. I guess you might not be able to redo it. Because it didn't look like you could reset either. No, you may just get the one time. Interesting. I feel like they should let you replay it just for fun. So let's see. What did we get here? These are just selection chests. That's kind of boring. We have this thing. Oh, wow. So we just... Oh, I see. There's going to be some malding with this. Yikes. Wow. Ooh, and they have jewelry also. Yeah. Very interesting. There will be some malding. Okay, so what do I get? I think either I get the attack ring, the crit damage neck, or the health neck, because a lot of my health necks are kind of poopy. A lot of my damage gear is also kind of bad. This is a tough choice. I'm trying to think which one has the highest likelihood of being good. The effect ring, you're basically just gambling on speed. You know, you want to get speed on that, so that doesn't seem great. ER, I have a bunch of like really good ER rings, so I don't need one of those. I don't want crit chance. I definitely don't want attack neck. I feel like the responsible thing to do is to take the health neck, but that's kind of boring. But I feel like that is the responsible thing to do. Alright, health neck. Actually, pretty good. The only thing it could have been better was if this was crit chance. It low rolled on speed there, but we got defense, and it high rolled, and effectiveness. So health, effectiveness, defense, speed. So we kind of need to dodge crit damage. If this was crit chance, this would have been like an amazing, perfect neck. So actually very happy with that for now. We have to roll it, obviously. I guess I'll roll it for content. I think I'm going to need to... I think I have to go to the shop and get... Okay, I think we need to get things from ancient coins. Right, yeah. So we're going to need... Let's just grab 10 of these, because I don't think I have any. And we'll grab 10 of these just to start. Probably need to get more. Hopefully this doesn't hit crit damage. Fingers crossed. Equipment. Here we go. Okay, I can throw these in. 8592. 4 speed. You take that. 8596. 8. So that was a low roll into effectiveness, but acceptable. I would prefer it never to go into effectiveness again and just to hit defense and speed for the rest. Is that too much to ask? It probably is. Alright, it went effectiveness again. That was a better roll. That was an 8, right? 29.6. Ooh, that went 4 speed. Solid. Can we get a defense roll? That would just be amazing if we get 9 defense. Okay, 9 defense one time. Or 9 effectiveness. Still very solid neck. You know, I guess if it went into F, you wanted it to go in there a lot, you know, for heroes that you need a lot of effectiveness. So very happy with this. You know, that's 49, 50, 58 points. Solid. Great neck. So happy with that choice. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me go through Automaton Tower. Make sure to post your teams below. I'd be curious to see what you did. And otherwise, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Later.